How's it going, guys? My name is Franca and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a deeper dive into the crypto.com earn feature. We took a brief look at this in one of my previous videos, but today is just solely focused on the earn program. We're going to be looking at all the different tokens that are available, how we can maximize our returns and our APY sort of thing, and then ultimately deciding or helping you guys decide, is this the right spot for you? Is this where you should be putting your crypto? Or maybe other better options elsewhere. We'll be taking a look into that in today's video. So the first question I've always got basically is, what is the crypto.com earn feature? So crypto.com allows users to earn interest on their crypto through the crypto.com account. Users can lock up certain cryptocurrencies to a fixed interest rate for that period of time. Users are paid in the native crypto, e.g. if you lock up Bitcoin in earn, if you lock up Bitcoin in the earn program, you'll be paid out in Bitcoin. So basically, once you have a crypto.com account and you've set yourself up and everything, you're able to lock up any tokens or any cryptocurrencies that you have. Not any, actually. There's a specific, not every token is available to the earn program, but there's quite a lot of tokens that are, if you have them, you can basically lock them up in the earn program, and crypto.com will pay you out interest weekly in that native crypto. So let's have a look at what tokens can be locked up. So here we've just got the crypto.com official website, and this is their earn part of the website. And if we scroll down past all this, you can see here we've got all the different cryptocurrencies. So you can see here, I don't know how many there are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's about 22 different cryptocurrencies you can lock up. And you can see all of these have varying interest rates here. So down the side here, so 6% on Kronos, 2% on ETH. Now, of course, this is subject to change, and we'll have a look at what different factors can change the APY and what percentage you're going to be earning each and every year. But we'll have a look at that shortly. But you can see here that they've got quite a wide variety. A lot of the typical tokens that you're going to see in relation to earn programs on exchanges, a lot of these are like proof of stake tokens where, Ethereum, you can stake your tokens on the network to earn a reward. And that's probably what crypto.com are doing when you lock up your tokens, is that they're moving them onto these staking programs. But you can see here, there's a wide variety, probably enough for most people, I think. If you're getting past any of these tokens, you start getting into the random coins, I reckon. So let's get on to the next question. So how is the APY calculated? So you can see here that we've got like Kronos 6%, Ethereum 2%. How do we come up with that number exactly? So the first part is obviously specific tokens. So each token has a different APY depending on its own blockchain reward system. For example, ETH and CRO are both proof of stake. However, the Kronos blockchain offers a far higher yield for to stakers than ETH does. Hence why Crypto.com are able to offer a greater reward for CRO. So basically, what Crypto.com are able to do is they're able to basically take your tokens and stake them on the native blockchain. So, the Kronos blockchain has its own proof of stake mechanism, and that reward for users who are staking their tokens is far higher than on the Ethereum blockchain if you were to stake the Ethereum token, basically. So what you're going to see is Kronos has a far, far higher APY than Ethereum. And this goes for a lot of other tokens. For example, where is it? Polkadot. Polkadot probably has a far higher yield on its own blockchain as well. Hence why they're offering the higher APY. It's not because they woke up and they decided, I like Polkadot, let's put a 12.5% APY. These numbers are coming off based off what, Crypto.com as a company can yield themselves and then pass on to users, sort of thing. So this number, is all dependent on each and every blockchain, what sort of rewards that blockchain offers, and then those rewards are passed on to users in their APYs. Now, the next part that has an impact on the APY of each and every token is the fact that the Crypto.com offer a tiered reward system. So Crypto.com has a tiered reward system, meaning that the more money you put into the earn program, the less APY you will receive. Now you can see here I've got each of the 3 tiers, and I've just copied and pasted this from the website. So you can see Tier 1 allocations up to $3,000 will receive the full reward. So that is basically the Tier 1. You can see that we got Tier 1 written on here. So anything from $0 to $3,000 is going to receive that full Tier 1 reward. So in the case of Kronos, it's going to be 6%. In the case of Ethereum, it's going to be 2%. USD coin, it's going to be 6.5%, and so on and so forth. You can see down the bottom here. However, once we get into the second tier, so the receive 0.5%, or sorry, 0.5x the reward rate after your tier 1 quota is filled for the next 27,000 US dollars. So basically what that is saying is that, you know, anything from 3,000 US dollars to 30,000 US dollars, that's going to be in the tier 2 quota, and that's going to receive, you know, 0.5x or 50% of the rewards. So you could imagine, so 0 to 3,000 US dollars is that tier 1 reward, going to be receiving 6% APY, but then from 3,000 to 30,000 US dollars is going to get half the reward. So in the case of Kronos, it's going to go to a 3% APY from that 3,000 US dollars to 27,000 US dollars. And then the tier 3 reward receive 0.3x of the tier 2 rates after tier 1 and tier 2 quotas are filled. So anything above the 30,000 US dollar cap is going to be receiving 0.3x of the 0.5x. So it's a very steep drop off. And that's basically just to protect Crypto.com. Obviously, they don't want, you know, billionaires or millionaires coming in and basically locking up all their Bitcoin at, you know, a super high yield or anything. That wouldn't make sense for them as a company. So they've got to kind of reduce the rewards to avoid basically going bankrupt, which is fair enough. All right, the next part that has an effect on the APY is the lock-in period. So users can choose between a flexible 1 month and 3 month period. Flexible offers the worst APY, and the 3 month term is the best APY, and then obviously the 1 month is somewhere in between. So if I have a look up the top here, these tier 1 rewards, these are based off the 3 month lock-in period. So you can see if we scroll up here, you know, we just got, let's just make it $100 for the sake of a simple number. You can see that with $100, you get that tier 1 reward, which is 6.5%. 6.5% APY on a 3 month lockup term. But if we change this to a 1 month lock-in term, you can see it drops to about 4% APY. So it drops off pretty quick. And then a flexible term only gets 0.055% APY, which, you know, if you have $100, you're going to be earning 55 cents a year, which isn't very good. So depending on what your plan is, if you wanted to maximize your rewards, obviously the 3 month term is the best, but you obviously don't have access to those tokens for 3 months. But that's another factor that can change the APY for you guys. And then the last part is the private Crypto.com members. People who have the Icy Right, Rose Gold, or Obsidian Visa cards gain an extra 2% APY, which is distributed in Crow. So if you have a look here, so depending on the Crow lockup, so that's referring to the Crypto.com Visa card program. Now I have a separate video on that. I'll leave the link for that down in the description below. But the Visa card program and the Earn program are quite closely linked. So you can see here that, you know, we're at 6.5% APY at the moment with a $4,000 to $4,000 lockup. Now say we had no Crow locked up at all in the Earn program, we would only be earning 4.5%. But say hypothetically we had $40,000 or more in the Visa card program. So that's when we get into the Icy White, Rose Gold, and Obsidian cards. That's when we get to the extra 2%. So you can see includes the extra 2% APY from Crow Stake, and those are paid in Crow. So you can see here that our, you know, what was a 6.5% jumped to a 8.5% return. But of course, 2% of that is paid out in Crow, not the USDC or Bitcoin or whatever token you're staking in. Whereas normally, so remember that we're saying that, you know, 6.5%, this gets paid out in the native token, USDC. But for those private members who get the extra 2%, that is paid out in Crow. Just the 2%, not the rest. So not the 6.5%, just the 2%, if that makes sense. Okay, so for a little bit of a further explanation on the Visa card thing. So you can see here that the Obsidian, Frosted Rose White, Frosted Rose Gold and Icy White are the Royal Indigo Jade Green, Ruby Steel, Midnight Blue. Now these two cards here, these are the ones that access that bonus 2%, because if we scroll down here, you can see the Earn bonus reward, it is just for these two cards here. So that's the $40,000 or the 400,000 US dollar Visa card. Those have access to the bonus 2% in the earn program. So the next question is basically, so how are we going to maximize our rewards in this program? So we could use a high APY token like Polkadot. A smaller investment is going to boost that APY because we're not jumping into, tier 2 or tier 3, a 3-month lock-in period, and being a crypto.com private member. So let's have a look at this back on the crypto.com website where they have the calculator basically. So what we said, so if we say we went to Polkadot, we had a small amount of $100, we've got the 40,000 lock-in and a 3-month term, we're going to be getting 14.5% APY, which is pretty good. That's a really good return. Now, I'm not saying to do that because me personally, I don't actually own any Polkadot whatsoever. I don't like the token too much, but if you were someone purely looking for APY, which I don't think you should be doing, that would be the way to go. But the same principle stands for other tokens, say Bitcoin. If you wanted to maximize your Bitcoin return, you'd want a small amount of money, in theory, that crypto.com private member and that 3-month lock-in, and you can see 3.5%, which is actually a really, really good reward rate for Bitcoin. Now, the opposite stance, say, let's just, for the sake of the video, how low can these APYs go? Because this is kind of where things fall apart a little bit for crypto.com. Say we put, why not, $1 million in the earn program, right? And then say we had no Visa cards, no no Visa cards at all, no Crow lockup, and say we had a flexible term. You can see that we're earning a 0.1% APY, which is really, really bad. So $1 million is earning us, is that $1 million? Oh no, that's 100,000, sorry. Oh wait. No, sorry, that's only 100,000. So $100,000 is earning us $100 a year, which is really bad. But you can always boost it, just by having the 3-month term, some Crow lockup, whatever it is. 2.4% is pretty good, but obviously you have to have that really high, $40,000 investment in the crypto.com Visa card, which most people can't do, unfortunately. But still, a lot of these tokens, Crow, they have pretty decent rewards for the most part, and most people aren't going to have $100,000. They might have, $1,000. Well, they might have, $10,000, and still, 3.9%. That's not a terrible APY. That's not bad by any means. $750 a week. That's not a terrible APY. It's all right for most people. All right, so let's take a look at this in the app now. So I've just got written here, once you have signed up, verified your account, and bought crypto or deposited crypto into the crypto.com app, you can access the earn program. All right, so here we are in the crypto.com, just like the homepage. Now what we want to do is go on to you can see along the bottom here, we just want to go to accounts, and this is where it comes up with all our different, basically where all our money is. So it could be in our wallet, the exchange, the earn program, supercharger, on our Visa card, the fiat wallet, NFTs, all those different things. But we just want to go to the crypto.com earn program. Now once we're on here, you can see that they've basically got all the tokens that are available to stake. And then when we click on it to expand it out, you can see that they've got all the different terms, what APYs are offered. But for this video, say hypothetically we just wanted to put some Bitcoin in the earn program. So we're just going to click on the Bitcoin. It comes down with our 3-month term. We'll click on that. Now you just have to agree to these the conditions basically. Hit continue. Now you can see here that we do have we're in the tier 1 quota at the moment, which is good because I don't have much money in the earn program. Now I do have an insufficient balance, but you can see that the amount of Bitcoin there, 0.005, that's the minimum amount required to put into the earn program, but I don't have that right now, so I can't go any further. But you would just go, say you want to put 4. Let's say you want to put 0.4 Bitcoin in, you just type in that, and you'd press that, but we have an insufficient amount, so, it's saying basically I need to get more Bitcoin. But then once we do that, it would lock it up for 3 months, and then if we have a look at my portfolio, and we go into Bitcoin, you can see that we've currently got a fixed 3-month term at 1.5%. Now, if we click on that to expand it out a little bit, so that obviously 3 months is 90 days. It's fixed at a 1.5%. We've got 86 days remaining. The total allocation amount. Now you can see our total earnings. Now, those total earnings get paid out weekly. So, what's the date? The 28th, and what's the date in 1 week? It'll be the Sunday the 4th. So on the 4th, I'll get paid out some Bitcoin, and that'll go into my crypto.com wallet, in the Bitcoin wallet. And that's all there is to it, really. So, and you can put as many as you like, obviously, in here, in the earn program. You can see, if we go on there could be heaps. You can see at my Chronos, there's heaps of different ones. I've just got a few going at the moment. That's just extra crow I don't really know what to do with. And there's all the different varieties here that you could also put in. Alright, so that's pretty well it for the app in regards to the earn feature. Unless, if we just scroll down a little bit, you can see risk involved. Now, there's obviously risk in crypto, and I feel like I need to go through this, because basically let's just go through these. A high APY doesn't guarantee good rewards. Often these tokens with high APYs are highly inflationary and lose their value over time. So, tokens like Polkadot that have, far higher APYs than Ethereum or whatever else, or Bitcoin, often the reason those tokens have the high APY is because, everyone is earning, 12.5% interest or whatever on it, because their rewards are really high on the blockchain. And if, you think about it, if everyone's earning 12.5% interest, then, really no one's earning 12.5% interest. It's a highly inflationary token. I don't know if Polkadot specifically is, but a lot of these tokens are often like that. And it basically just going to chip away at your value over time. And a lot of these tokens, they're just going to lose value in general, So, if we were to go onto the Polkadot chart, I don't have it on me, but I could imagine it being a line. Where are we? A line up here, and it would just go like that. It would just go down, because a lot of these tokens, especially over the last year and a half, they've lost, 95% of their value. And if a token's losing 95% of its value, I guarantee those APYs are not making up for it at all. And of course, with the lock-in periods, don't lock in money you're going to need in that time, because you won't have access to it. Once you lock it in, those prompts that came up that were like, do you agree to the terms and conditions? Do you understand this? That's basically you saying, yep, have my money for 3 months and I can't have it. And once you agree to that, there's no going back. You will not have access to that money. So if you're putting in, more money than you can afford to lose, basically, or, money that you're going to need in the next, coming months, maybe, don't do it. There's no point. You can always put it in the flexible one. Yeah, it's going to be a worse APY and whatever else. You're not going to, be earning as much Bitcoin or Crow or whatever token you've got locked up, but at least you've got that security in knowing that you've got access to it at all the time. So those are basically the risks. There's, you just got to be careful out there. Make sure that tokens that you are locking up are, tokens that you're happy to hold for the few months and whatever else, and that, it's not going to affect your life in any way. Anyways, guys, that's going to be pretty well it, I think, for today's video. If you did enjoy, feel free, I've got to like and subscribe. I've got some referral codes down below for crypto.com, as well as Coinspot and Swyftx. If you want to sign up to either of these exchanges, crypto.com, if you sign up and get one of the Visa cards, you will get $25 worth of Crow absolutely for free. Coinspot and Swyftx, if you sign up using my referral code, you'll get $10 worth of Bitcoin for free. So feel free to do that. Why not? It's free money, right? But if you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll leave the link to this website, to the crypto.com earn. You could probably, I don't think you can see it up the top, but it's just crypto.com/US/earn. But I'll leave that down in the description below, so you guys can come in and play around with all these by yourself and see if it's worthwhile. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.